Hello, everybody. I'm Elizabeth Knopf, and I wanted to talk to you about Trello. One, because it's awesome, and two, because I am obsessed with it. So I wanted to kind of give a quick overview on how to use Trello to maximize best results for your business. So I'm going to share my screen here as soon as I find it. Share. Okay, so right now we're looking at the Trello homepage, and I've created a training boards section. So I wanted to just show you a couple ideas on, actually I wanted to start with the other one. So if you want to go back, you just click boards, or you can click home. So I wanted to start with this one. Okay, so I made a fake board with names for following up for the opportunity. So if you are reaching out and you are forgetting to follow up, then this will save the day. Or if you forget, who did I message? So as long as you're keeping up with this, then you will be more organized with your opportunity messages. So let's start with Abby. Well, let's say I figure out what her last name is, Miller. And I know that she is a student. So I know that she's 18, maybe she wants to join for some extra money. So let's add a label, okay? So let's just put student and save. So if we select student, it will pop up here on the labels. Let me make a second one here. Friend, I don't know. You can make labels for whatever you want. Okay, and then let's say a due date of the 17th because I talked to her, but I wanted to make sure everything automatically saves. So I want to follow up with her. So let's say I sent her an opportunity message, so I can just grab and drag that over to the appropriate list that I want. So Trello is like whiteboard meets Pinterest, and it's amazing because you can make boards for anything. It doesn't even have to be for your business. I have a to-do list for my own personal life, just keeping me in check, which is awesome. Okay, so let me add some labels here so I can show you how the filters work. To give you an idea, that way you'll know what kind of filters will best work for you. Where'd my labels go? There they are. Friend. Okay, so over on the right-hand side is a menu. I want to filter these cards, and I'm going to select friend. So all of the cards that have that label will be the only cards left. Okay, so you can do multiple filters. So let's say Abby and Chelsea both show up, but let's say I'm going to add another filter and say I want the students and friends. See, now Grace showed up. So this is showing all filters that exist, and you can X out to delete. Okay, so now let me show you something very important. When somebody shares a Trello board with you, especially a mock party, which I'm going to show you, or a follow-up template, especially if it says template in the name, copy the board so it's yours. So you don't want to go in there messing up other people's boards because they're kind enough to share it with you. So we're going to go over to show menu. Whoops. Oops, there, I was in filter. And we're going to click more. I'm going to move me and copy board. So we're going to copy this and we're going to call it training, oops, for my team. And if you create teams, so I'm going to put in the training boards. I just called that its own team. And we're going to create. Okay, so now I'm going to go into the boards, which is a little overwhelming, so I'm going to go back to home. It's overwhelming because I have a lot of boards. So there's the training for my team. So if you open this, There we go. So if I wanted to modify this all to my own, then I would not put it in a group page. I would put it in my personal boards. But you want to copy a board so that you're not overwriting anybody's work. Okay? So now let's talk copying lists. Let's say I want to copy this whole list, not just the cards. We're going to create a copy of it, and we're going to move this whole list, and we're going to move it to training with products and move. Okay, so now I'm going to go over to the boards. I'm going to scroll down to training boards, and we just stuck that with the products, I believe. And there it is. So then I can move this over here. Let's say this is a list of people that I want to contact about ordering something or having a party. I can add comments and everything like that again. But then people that just ordered, and then did you get it and love it. So that's where the due date is really going to come in helpful, because it will pop up and tell you when things are due. Okay, so I think that's, oh, and I wanted to show you that you can just move specific cards. Training follow-up. Oops, just kidding. Okay, so let's say Abby. Wow, we already did a lot with Abby. Let's pick someone else. Let's pick Jackie. Let's move her to a different board, because let's say she's already told me it probably works more likely the other way around, but she just ordered product. And she just ordered, so I want to make sure that she gets it and loves it. And I'm going to move it. I'm going to show you that it moved. Let's go find Jackie. Products. There's Jackie. Now, so she just ordered it. So let's reach out in a few days and make sure that she got it and that she loves it. We're going to X out, and you're going to see that October 18th has popped up and a reminder will go off. Okay, so as you can see, you can use this for a follow-up system if you don't already have one, and you can also use this as your personal task list. This is my personal one, so I'm not going to stay on it too long, but this is my must-do today, tomorrow, my hot list, warm list, big picture, and more boards that I want to create because I am obsessed with this. So let me go into team confidence. Those are my girls. Okay, so we have, everybody has shared out different team, what are these called? Mock parties. So let's go to the Kara Lewis Newton example. I'm going to close out the menu. And as you can see, here's the how-to copy that we've already discussed, but it's in the first board. And you just slide this, booking parties, hot tips, day 1, day 2, day 3, and as you can see, each day has detailed information, so you just copy the verbiage and post the picture or the video. So even if this is a video that is not yours, you can download it. X out of there. So you can download to your computer. We haven't figured out how to do that yet on a mobile device, but if you have a computer, you can download other people's videos that have been uploaded to Trello. How awesome is that? Okay, so what we're going to do, we are in this template board that was shared, and I don't want to mess this up because the whole team can see this and they'll see that I'm a silly goose. So I'm going to go into menu, go into more, and we're going to copy board. What do I want to name this? Kara Lewis Newton team party. I don't know why I put team on there. Training boards, and we're going to keep the cards. We're going to create. Okay, so you can see right here that I'm in team confidence. And oops. Oh. So now I want to go into I'd normally copy these to my own personal pages so that they're not into more team ones, but I put it into this team so that I can have mock information for you. So here it is, and you can see that it's in the training boards section, so I can modify this now, and nobody's going to see. Training updates. I'm going to save it and see that the description was updated. All right. Now I want to show you, actually I already showed you. I was going to show you my task list. So it looks overwhelming right now, but I promise that it's really not that bad. So I'm going to show you how to start from scratch, okay? So training boards, create a new board. Testing, and you get to pick a picture or a color as your background. Create the board. So this is where it gets really overwhelming because it's like, oh my goodness, it's a completely blank screen. So start thinking of categories. So I started with my to-do list because that felt the most natural because I'm a constant list maker. So I started with my to-do list so that I could just start getting it on there. Then I copied pieces from other boards. So if this was my party script, I could say, let's go into, this is my party template. Let's go in here and I want to copy this, copy list, create. And now we're going to move this list to my personal boards under testing. Okay, so remember I didn't have any lists or cards on that very first board, that very first empty board. Where'd we go here? Testing. And there it is. So there is the day one of my party. So let's say I then say day two, day three, day four. And then I want, okay, day two, I'm going to talk about lips. So you can kind of organize different topics too. So even if you just put face, lips, eyes, then you could organize them and then label them for the days. You don't have to label them for days. So that's just a very high level overview of how I'm using Trello, and I absolutely love it. I highly recommend just get in there and start making some, but make sure that you're always copying the boards so that you're not overriding anybody else's. Let me stop sharing this. So I just wanted to finish up and say, make sure you're copying the boards so that you're not overriding anything, and feel free to share anything that you've created or come up with as well, because sharing is caring. So hopefully you've enjoyed this and learned something. Stay tuned for more.